Hello everyone. In today's session, I'll be solving a few sample questions from the Pearson Edexcel International GCSE November 2024 paper. This video is designed to help you understand how to approach these questions, solve them step by step, and provide tips on how to maximize your marks. Let's dive in. Okay. So this is a November 2024 chemistry paper 1C. First of all, we are provided some instructions over here. Let's walk through this smoothly and quickly. Use black ink or ballpoint pen. If pencil is used in diagram or sketches or graphs, it must be dark, HB or B. Fill in the boxes at the top of this page with your name, center number, and candidate number. Answer all questions. Answer the questions in the spaces provided. There may be more space than you need. Show all the steps in any calculation and state the units. Information. The total mark for this paper is 110. These marks are the marks for each questions are shown in brackets. Use this as a guide as to how much time to spend on each question. And last of all, advice. Read each question carefully before you start to answer it. Write your answer neatly and in good English. Try to answer every question and check your answers if you have time in the end. So there are 110 marks for this paper, and you will get, you will get 2 hours to solve it. So I think if we can finish the paper within 1.5 hours, you're still gonna get 30 minutes to revise and check for your mistakes. That I think is really important when you are in such a stressful situation like giving an exam. Okay. Let's start with the first question. We're also given a periodic table. This is the first question. Some questions must be answered with a cross in a box. If you need to change your mind about an answer, put a line through the box and then mark your new answers with a cross. A. The 3 states of matter are solid, liquid, and gas. For question number 1A, substances can change from one state to another. The box gives some words about changes of state. Condensing, cooling, evaporation, freezing, heating, melting, sublimation. Complete the table by giving the correct word from the box for each change of state. You may use each word once, more than once, or not at all. We are given 3 boxes to fill up, and we have 7 words. Okay, now before we dive into the solution, take a moment to carefully read the question and highlight any important information. It's always a good idea to break the question down and look for keywords or instructions that will guide you. Okay. So the first question they asked us, the change of state from liquid to solid. I think that's quite obvious. From liquid to solid, for example, use water. You could imagine water for all the state of change questions. For example, water to ice. What do we need to do to make water to ice? We need to freeze it. So the first answer would be freezing. Okay, let's write it down. Freezing. Okay. For the second one, from gas to liquid. For example, water vapor to liquid. What's that? Is that condensation or cooling? What do you think it is? It's condensation. And from solid to gas, it's sublimation. We have studied these topics in class about a week ago. So these are the 3 answers. Now let's check it with the marking scheme. Freezing, condensing, sublimation. See, in notes they wrote allow condensation, allow sublimation. Let's go to the next question. The diagram shows two states of matter for a substance. Each circle represents an atom of a substance. Complete the diagram by drawing 6 circles to represent atoms in a gaseous state. Okay. So for this one, we need to put 6 circles. For gas, we know the particles are apart from each other. So I'll be using, we have shapes tool over here. But I can remember, yeah. Let's draw 6 circles. I'll put the first one here, second one here. Let's put the third one over here. Fourth one. Fifth one. Yeah, I think we're done. Which statement is correct about the substance? The atoms move randomly in gas state. The atoms move randomly in solid state. The atoms are in fixed position in the gas state. The atoms are in fixed position in the liquid state. Okay. Of course, it's the first one. The atoms move randomly in gas state. This is the correct answer. Okay. Let's go to the second. Complete the equation by adding the state symbols for the conversion of water into ice. So we know that water is liquid. So we would add a L over here. My apologies. It's L over here. For this one over here, we are asked from water to ice, and ice is solid, so this is the marking scheme. See? So now moving on to the next question.